Rob told me you got a speeding ticket or something, and he was going to write a letter to the court.
Well, I'm being shaken down by a city out here. I don't want to say which one, but it is a complete and utter shakedown. And I, as an American, am going to stand against it.
What do you mean? What's the shakedown? So you got a speeding ticket?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of these cameras that they photograph you if you're speeding too fast in, like, say, a school zone or some type of other space?
Yeah.
I got 3 one time in a month.
They send me a letter saying, "Would you like to fight this?" Well, then I call the court and I go, well, how do I go about fighting this? And they go, well, first you have to send back the letter that we sent you saying you do want to go to court, but you also have to include a $200 bond up front. So that way, if you are found guilty, we keep the $200, but if you're not, you get it back. Well, it turns out that the money doesn't even go to the police department. It goes to a collection agency. So even if I'm found not guilty, I'm never going to get that $200 back. Screw them. They can kiss off.
If they say you're going to get the $200 back, you'll get the $200 back.
Why should I have to pay
$200 back?
Why should I have to pay $200 up front to prove that I may not have done something? To whom it may concern, I've received a letter claiming I committed a violation of a speeding law in the city of blank. As per the instructions, I am writing to plead not guilty to this charge. Although this option is said to result in this matter going to court, it is my suggestion that the charges simply be dropped. This suggestion comes out of respect for taxpayers and my request that their hard-earned money not be wasted in such proceedings. As there is no evidence of my involvement with this alleged crime, in quotes, as well as the fact that I am not granted my Fifth Amendment right to face my accuser, in parentheses, a camera, I see no way the government could prove my guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. I also find no legal requirement for me to implicate someone else in this process, as it is the government's responsibility to prove a person's guilt. It is also my Eighth Amendment right to remain silent on the matter. In addition, I live paycheck to paycheck. I am unable to provide the $200 bond required upfront to prove my innocence. In theory, I am to pay you $200 upfront to prove that I am not guilty of a crime. That doesn't sound reasonable to me. If it is the government's decision to move forward in this matter, I would request copies of any evidence the prosecution may have of my involvement in the offense, in quotes, as well as all maintenance records for the cameras involved, and due to my financial status, I would also need the state to provide a court-ordered attorney to represent me on my behalf. Therefore, I'm requesting that the court understand in this matter that I would like to go to court, but I cannot afford to pay the shakedown fee required. Sincerely, Robert A. Gargiulo.
I would do this. I'd fold it up, throw it over my shoulder.
That's the greatest letter I've ever heard. That's a great letter.
Thank you, fellas.
That won't work.
I appreciate it.
There's no law that you specified. There's no
Oh, there is.
proof.
Face the accuser. That was a great line. Did you download
Nobody
that
else-
letter?
Yes, you stole that.
Well, I may have gone to a different website and looked for some points. But listen, it doesn't matter.
Who
cares?
That.
Obviously,
That
I've
was
seen
great.
some of the emails he sends to try and book guests. You know he can't write like
No,
that.
no.